If you're a new YouTuber or perhaps you want to upgrade your channel art on YouTube, probably you might consider trying something very similar to that of James Charles because it is very simple. In this video, I break down the simple steps to creating something similar to that of James Charles' channel art, and this is coming up. Hello everybody and welcome to this channel once again. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. So if you're new here, kindly hit on the subscribe button to subscribe. If you're old here, thanks so much for coming back again. James Charles' channel art is one of the simplest channel arts that I've come across, and I decided to share a video on how to create something similar. This is not a copy or something like that. We're just educating ourselves. If you want to create something like his channel art, it is very cool because it's very simple and eye-catching. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I have a couple of things that I use over here for my YouTube channel art. I do create channel art for other people. So this is the standard YouTube channel art template that I got from Google. You can just download it by typing in YouTube channel art template. Alright, so over here I got to realize that James Charles used at least this part of the channel art, that is the tablet part, so you can drag your guidelines over there. So we are trying to maintain everything that we're going to do on the channel art in between here. Alright, so first of all, we select the rectangle tool over here and we try to create a rectangle. Of course, we're going to fill the whole thing with a rectangle, but we're just going to make use of where we place the guidelines. Next, we're going to right click on this and go to convert to smart object. If you watch any of my channel art template, you're going to understand what I'm saying. So you double click on this and you open a new project or a new document altogether for you. But note that anything that we're going to do here after we are done with everything and we save it back, it is going to reflect on the channel art template that we have over there. Alright, so as I said earlier, I have a couple of things. I have that of James Charles picture over here, but I'm not going to use that one in the first place. I'm going to use my picture. So I'm going to open this picture right over here because he used a black and white picture, right? So I'm just going to use this. So I'll go over here and select the rectangular marker tool and crop up till about this point. Okay, and then I'm going to press Ctrl J to duplicate it. So I'll send it over to the rectangle and then I'll place it over here. So you make sure that it is fit almost to the edge of the rectangle, and then you press Ctrl A and then you can centerize it, whatever that you want to do with that one. So that is it, and I'm going to set a gradient overlay over here. I'm going to set a gradient overlay because I want to match it with my picture. So I go over and set this gradient overlay. I'll double click on the black spot over here and change the color to something like this. So I'll click OK and then click OK again and change the style to radial so that it's almost, so I'll click reverse over here, scale it up to something pretty usual. We just want the edges over here to be a little bit darker. So I'll click OK, and next I'm going to select my eraser tool, the magic eraser, since my picture is almost whitish with a white background. I'm going to just click on it and then it removes it. So it just kicks the background that I've set for it. Simple as that. Next I'm going to add my favorite part on the channel art. That is specifically what we do. So I'm going to use a font called Bebas, and then I'm going to type in join me. Okay, join me. Let's Photoshop, because I do Photoshop stuffs over here. So over his channel, he wrote, I think, sister, welcome to the sisterhood, or join the sisterhood, I think so. So you just specify what you do on your channel over here, and then the next thing we did was adding the number of times he posts. So let's say new video So you just specify what you do on your channel and the number of times you post. Maybe new video every Monday, new video this and that, or just subscribe to get new notifications. Anything you would like to post over there. And the next thing we're going to do is adding the social media handles. So with that one, I've got covered with this particular social media files that I downloaded from Google. So what you do is you select the rectangular marker tool, you select it like this, you make a copy of it, that's Ctrl J, and then you send it over to your rectangle. So it has the whitest background, so you select the eraser, the magic eraser tool, and then you hit on it once, you delete all the whitest parts, and then you scale it down to about this size. So the first one is Instagram, and that is if you are using the same name for almost all of your platforms. I think that would be better because he uses his name all over the platform, so it was simple for him to do that. So you do that for the rest of the channel art, and I'm gonna be fast forwarding this area, so I'll get back to you when I'm done with it. So over here I'm done with this one, so I'm just going to push it somewhere around here. That is to say that you use the particular name that you're going to put on this channel at on almost all of your platforms, that is Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So the last thing that we're going to do today is going to add your name to it, and it's very simple. So you pick your text tool, and then you're going to type in your channel name. So mine over here is Innocent K Watson. So Innocent K, and then the font I'm going to use, actually that is not the actual font he used, but the font is called ALS script. So there you have it, and then I'm going to open it up like that, and then you write a second name, that is, let's say Boateng, right? So that is it. Afterwards, you just take your time to make some few adjustments to this whole channel art. You try to resize your fonts and make it look very popping and very eye-catching. So here I'm going to experiment that with that of James Charles. I'm going to get rid of my picture, that is the picture over here, and then I'm going to place that of James Charles on, so that you can see actually what I was talking about. So over here, I'm going to rasterize this, create a clip masking, and then I'm going to brush off his background a little bit. So just like this, and then I'm going to change the name to James. So actually here, so you can just open it up very bigger, and then you type the second name, right? So you open that one too, like this, and then you bring it over here. So let's assume that over here it is join the sisterhood, right? So that is it. It's very simple to create, very simple. After you are done with everything, all you need to do is press Ctrl S, that is save, and then it saves. Let's wait for it to finish saving, and then let's get over there. When it comes to the channel art template that we created, this is it, and it looks very nice, very popping. So we're going to try to make use of this background, and then we select the background, go to the adjustment layer, solid color, and then we're going to use this particular color. That is very popping, very eye-catching. This is very simple for everyone to follow and create. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if this was helpful. Understand the fact that this is not trying to copy anybody. You're just trying to make something from those who are like our leaders or something like that. And this is educational purpose only. You can at least add some few things to it to make it very unique, just like your own. You can just make something, put in some things to make it very nice for yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments in the comment section below. I'll get back to you with I'll answer all questions, and I'll get back to you with another video. So it's Innocent here. Bye.